right, Bobcat fans, we're here on deck with head coach Chris Whatley. This segment sponsored by Roof Masters and Bubba's 33 in Longview, Texas. Coach, man, we're already 5 games deep into the season. It seems like just the other day, tryouts were starting before you know it, we're going to be in district. What's your train of thought during tournament season?
Man, we're just trying to get as many guys playing as we can, as many at-bats as we can. We're playing some really good competition right now. I thought we had a really strong first week. Our record doesn't say that it was strong because we had a couple losses on there, but the games that we were in, I mean, we're 2 swings away from being, 4-1 instead of 2-2-1. But it's all about getting these guys in these pressure situations and just trying to put as much on their plate as they can, because by the time we get to district, we hope we're ready to roll.
So during the tournament season, everybody, you're moving your lineup here, and you're trying to fit pieces. When will you lock it down and say, all right, this is my guys I'm rolling with?
So we have a tournament this week. We'll head to Lufkin this weekend. Some more really good competition down there. And then we have our Hallsville tournament next week, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a good tournament. We'll have a strong field at our place next week. Probably towards around there, I mean, we'll start getting some lineups set around our tournament, just, because once district comes, I mean, that's what all these guys are playing for, trying to get innings and trying to prove that they can do it, because, when district comes, we're playing every Tuesday, Friday, and innings are a little bit different and difficult to get. I mean, we're playing the guys that,
We're keeping score, basically.
keeping score, so.
The record means something
That's
in
right.
the district.
That's
You
right,
can go,
trying to get another trophy.
you can win every tournament you go to, win every ball game.
Yeah.
You get in the district and you lose, you're not in the playoffs no more. And
Doesn't mean nothing.
the goal in Hallsville is always the playoffs. That
Yes.
is the minimum right there.
Yep, that's right.
So the maximum is obviously going back to state tournament.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's our mission. I mean, obviously that's probably 250 other schools' mission as well. And if it's not your mission, then you're not doing something right.
Right.
But obviously, like we talked about, our goals. Our first goal is to get in the playoffs, and then if we get in. Now we want to, obviously that second one, win a district championship. That's always, they can't take that away from you.
Right.
And then once you get in the playoffs, you just want to be as healthy as you can and make a run. It's all about matchups, and you never know who you're going to draw, and you just got to be playing really good baseball.
So before we talk about last night's game, which was talk about this weekend, who we got coming up.
So we're going to Lufkin. It'll be good. Last year was our first year to do it. It's a really good tournament, great facilities, and they put on a big tournament. There's a bunch of really top-seeded schools that are going to be there. College Station, 2 private schools, Pleasant Grove will be there, Lufkin obviously, and we open up with Huntsville, which that's who we've played in the playoffs the last 2 years. So it'll be fun to match up with them and square off with them at 1:30 tomorrow. And the good thing about this tournament, it's an old school bracket tournament. So we don't know who we're playing or what. It's you win, you get to keep playing.
A real tournament.
It's a real tournament. So it's a pretty cool setup. It's fun to do that. But like I said, the competition will be good. Our kids will get a dose of.
So you get a minimum games in this tournament, I hope?
Minimum's 4, but last year we played 6. So it was a lot of baseball in 3 days, and we kind of ran out of pitching at the end. But we ended up playing in the last game last year, so it was fun. But just, getting the kids, going to stay in a hotel, just trying to, get them prepared for what we're going to hopefully do here in a couple months.
Well, that builds chemistry also.
Just get them out, let them all hang out, eat dinner, and it's a good time, though.
I want to know, Coach, during tournament season, man, when does action become a habit? What I mean by that is, going in this year, you've got a few kids that have shown that they have the ability to do it.
Right.
Every year in and year out. And as you're in tournament season getting ready for district, how hard is it for you to figure out which kids that you've got expectations for can do something and which kids that you got expectations for can't do something? How do you figure that out during this time of the year?
Right. So right now there's 21 kids up with us on varsity right now, which I assume that probably not all 20 of them will stay up when district comes, because there might be some guys that I need to drop down just because we want everybody playing, right?
Right.
So we're just gonna, I don't want kids to think that they're gonna get 2 at bats. They have a couple bad at bats and they think that they're done, because I don't want people looking over their shoulder thinking, oh, if I screw up, coach is gonna pull me out. So we're trying to, if they play a game, I'm trying to give them that whole game. I want them to have that whole game, and we can judge more off a game than just 1 at bat, because sometimes coming off the bench for a pinch hit, one of the toughest things to do in our sport. Like, it's
Right.
not easy hitting a baseball,
Oh, no.
but then if you get called on, I got
You're
one
cold,
bat.
you're walking in.
So, I mean, so we try to give them, if they get that game, like, I want them to get their bats, and I want them to feel comfortable knowing that, if I have one bat at bat, I'm not gonna be pulled out of the game. But now, sometimes, depending on how it is and the situation, we might have to make adjustments, but I'm trying to give everybody the opportunity to prove what they got, and, because it is tough, it's not fun, and,
Let's
but
be
I
honest,
can
we're
only play
Hallsville.
9. I can
We're
only play.
Hallsville. There's 9 spots, and there's
Right.
50 kids competing for those 9 spots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's only so many opportunities, good or bad,
Right.
that can be had.
Right,
And
your JV, your purple and gold teams can compete in most varsity levels right now, so you have the talent with you coming up.
Right, and you take, like, for example, last night was a good example of that. Jake, he hasn't thrown a whole lot for us yet, and he was called on right out of the box, and he went out there and threw 4 1/3 and gave up 1 hit, and it was big time. Our team needed that, and that was
What's
a big win
that?
for us last night.
what's that feel like as a coach when you pull a guy that, one, he saves you pitching for a tournament coming up, but 2, you see a kid come in who hadn't got just that too many opportunities to come in and perform like that?
Yeah, no, I was super excited for him. I mean, and you can tell our team in the dugout, they were excited for him. It's fun when you get a guy to go out there and he just leaves it all out there on the field for it, and he gives you everything, and then not only that, he's successful at it. It's fun to watch, and our plan last night was to break it up anyway, just because I needed to have all of our pitchers available, so there really wasn't going to be a lot, but his pitch count was down, and he said I was actually going to bring in Ashton to throw the last inning, and Jake looked at me and said, "I want it. I can finish it." And I was like, "Go get it, man." And he did. And it was awesome. I was super proud for him. And, like I said, it was a good win for us last night because that's a really good team.
Yeah, at what point did you go, well, look at Jake out there throwing.
Man.
He's got this. Let's go.
I know, like you said earlier, he came in and I gave him the ball and I said, "Well, it's bases loaded, 2 outs. Good luck."
No pressure. No pressure.
I was like, "Good luck." And he did a great job, man. And I know Jake said it earlier, his job is just throw strikes, and our defense has been really good behind us. So as long as we keep playing catch and doing the little things, we'll be all right.
Well, that's
Matt's
what,
came a little bit more.
one thing I noticed last night, our defense has been good all year
Yeah,
long.
it has.
And finally, last night, when we got runners on, we moved them around.
Yeah.
That one hit, you was talking about the 2 hits
Just
a while
the
ago.
2 out hits. We had some of those last
Huge.
night, which, like I said earlier when we were talking, we're 2 swings away. Against
Yeah.
Carthage and
Yeah.
Spring Hill, we're 2 swings away.
Yeah.
And, it's a little bit different. But like I said, I think our guys are in a good spot. I'm proud of them, and I know they're going to keep working because, like I said, we have one mission, and we got to work to get there.
Coach, thank you for joining us. Fans at home, on deck with head coach Chris Whatley. We'll see y'all next time.